What if I told you that the strongest character in Jujutsu Kaisen isn't who you think it is? That the power scaling in this series goes so deep, even fans who've read every chapter still get it wrong. The difference between number 10 and number 1 on this list isn't just strength. It's the difference between moving mountains and rewriting reality itself. Today we're ranking the 10 most powerful characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm not just talking about who throws the biggest punches. We're measuring cursed energy reserves, technique complexity, combat intelligence, and something most people overlook: the ability to break the established rules of Jujutsu sorcery. By the end of this, you'll understand why the power system in JJK is more sophisticated than almost any other shonen series. But before we begin, a quick warning. This list includes manga content beyond the anime, so if you're anime only and want to stay spoiler-free, now's your time to leave. For everyone else, let's dive into the hierarchy of power that makes Jujutsu Kaisen so compelling. Starting at number 10, we have Yuki Tsukumo, one of only 4 special grade sorcerers. What makes Yuki terrifying isn't just her raw power, it's her technique, manipulating mass itself. She can make herself virtually indestructible by increasing her mass to incomprehensible levels, and she proved this against Kenjaku by literally turning herself into a black hole in her final moments. Think about that. She didn't just fight one of the series' main antagonists, she nearly erased him from existence using physics as a weapon. Yuki represents the ceiling of what conventional special grade sorcerers can achieve. Number 9 is Yuta Okkotsu, and here's where things get interesting. Yuta has the second highest cursed energy reserves of any sorcerer alive, second only to Satoru Gojo. His technique, copy, allows him to replicate and store other people's cursed techniques permanently. During the Sendai Colony arc, we saw him use multiple copied techniques simultaneously while maintaining Rika's full manifestation. What puts Yuta at number 9 isn't a lack of potential, it's experience. He's still growing, still learning the limits of what he can do. Give him 5 more years, and this ranking changes dramatically. At number 8, Kenjaku, the ancient sorcerer who's lived for over 1,000 years by transferring his brain into different bodies. Kenjaku's true strength isn't any single technique, it's his encyclopedic knowledge of Jujutsu sorcery and his ability to plan centuries ahead. He possesses both cursed spirit manipulation, allowing him to control thousands of curses simultaneously, and anti-gravity techniques from his current host body. But what makes him truly dangerous is strategic genius. He orchestrated the culling game, manipulated nations, and resurrected the Heian era's strongest sorcerer. Kenjaku proves that in Jujutsu Kaisen, intelligence and preparation can rival raw power. Number 7 is Kinji Hikari, and this is where we separate the strong from the truly broken. Hikari's technique, Idle Death Gamble, transforms him into an unkillable force when he hits a jackpot, granting him unlimited cursed energy and automatic reverse cursed technique for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Against Kashimo, one of history's strongest sorcerers, Hikari survived lightning strikes that should have vaporized him. The catch? His power is inconsistent, reliant on probability. But when Hikari's in the zone, even special grades struggle to put him down. Halfway through our list at number 6, we have Kashimo Hajime, the god of lightning from 400 years ago. Kashimo was so powerful in his era that no one could challenge him, leaving him bored and desperate for a worthy opponent. His innate technique allows him to guarantee hit lightning attacks with properties beyond natural electricity, and his cursed energy trait turns his body into an electrical conduit. What's tragic about Kashimo is that he represents the loneliness of overwhelming strength, a theme that echoes throughout the series. Number 5 is Uraume, Sukuna's loyal servant from the Heian era. While we haven't seen the full extent of Uraume's abilities, what we do know is chilling. Their ice formation technique can instantly freeze special grade sorcerers, and they've survived 1,000 years using unknown methods. Uraume's calm confidence, even when facing multiple special grades, tells us everything we need to know about their power level. They wouldn't serve Sukuna for a millennium unless they understood true strength. At number 4, Mahoraga, the divine general, and the ultimate Shikigami of the Ten Shadows technique. Here's what makes Mahoraga absolutely terrifying. It adapts to any phenomenon. Physical attacks, curse techniques, even conceptual abilities. Mahoraga will adapt and become immune. When Sukuna fought Mahoraga in Shibuya, it required the King of Curses' most powerful technique to destroy it before adaptation completed. No sorcerer in history has ever successfully tamed Mahoraga. It's not a servant, it's a force of nature that guarantees mutual destruction. The top 3 is where we enter God-tier territory. At number 3, Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer of the modern era. Infinity makes him untouchable, literally controlling space at an atomic level. Unlimited Void overwhelms opponents with infinite information, shutting down their consciousness instantly. And his cursed energy efficiency is so perfect he can keep his techniques running indefinitely. Gojo didn't just raise the ceiling for what sorcerers could achieve, he shattered it completely. For years, the entire balance of the Jujutsu world rested on his existence alone. Number 2 is Ryomen Sukuna, the undisputed king of curses from the Heian era. Sukuna's strength operates on a different level entirely. His cursed energy reserves are bottomless. His techniques include cleave and dismantle, which can cut through anything by adjusting to its toughness. And his domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, has a range of 200 meters, with guaranteed hits. But what truly sets Sukuna apart is his mastery over Jujutsu itself. He understands cursed energy on a fundamental level that modern sorcerers can't even comprehend. When Sukuna fights, he's not just overpowering opponents, he's teaching them how outclassed they truly are. And at number 1, the absolute peak of power in Jujutsu Kaisen, we have Ryomen Sukuna at full power with 20 fingers in his original Heian-era form. This version of Sukuna possesses 4 arms and 2 mouths, allowing him to chain incantations while simultaneously using hand signs for different techniques. This is the Sukuna who dominated the golden age of sorcery, who made the Heian-era's greatest warriors look like children. This is the Sukuna that required the entire Jujutsu Society's combined effort just to seal, not defeat. So what does this ranking tell us about Jujutsu Kaisen's future? The series has consistently shown us that power alone doesn't guarantee victory. Strategy, preparation, and understanding your opponent's abilities matter just as much as raw strength. As the killing game progresses and more ancient sorcerers enter the battlefield, we're going to see these rankings tested in ways we can't predict. The real question isn't who's strongest, it's whether strength alone can overcome the weight of fate, strategy, and sacrifice that defines this series. Because in Jujutsu Kaisen, even the most powerful can fall to someone who simply understands the game better.